Well, hello friends and followers. Look what Santa Claus brought me. Tektronix frequency counter. This was listed on eBay as untested, so I didn't think it would work, but it seems like it works. So my purpose, it's picking up 60 hertz frequency in the room from the power lines. Anyway, I bought this to help me actually use this transmitter. This transmitter doesn't have digital readout, and it's hard to know where the frequency is you're operating on. At any rate, I've been trying to debug this transmitter now for a day or two. I did get the bias supply to work correctly finally. And now I'm trying to track down harmonics. I'm sorry, yeah, they're harmonics, parasitics on the 27 megahertz band. Looks like 28 and 29 sections are working fine. So let me show you what I mean here. And I did get the fan on the finals to only come on when the tubes are under load transmitting, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, if I go here to the highest band, and now I can transmit, the counter, I have it going over the tank coil there, so it'll pick it up. It's pretty cool. So I can peak this thing now for some power. Peak the plate. There we go. And I'm cranking some power out now after about 100 watts on 10 meters, which I think is real power. And I can crank it down with the drive now to 0. Oh, yeah, there it goes. So yeah, it should go down to 0. If you crank it to 0, it should go to 0 with no drive. So that works. That was not working. And that was a bias problem, so that's been corrected. At any rate, there's the counter running, and if I crank the drive up on it, on the transmitter, okay, yeah, not into a dummy load here. It's pretty sensitive, so cranking out about that many watts now. It's picking up the frequency 29.43. So is that correct? Is it near what the scale says here? 29.43. Sorry about the rotate there. 29.43. This band starts on 29.1. So we start at the .1 scale. And I can't really see it from down here. Okay, .1 scale. .1. I guess this one's like .1, .2, .3, .4. I guess that's about right. At any rate, this thing is reading out a bunch of decimal points, and if I rotate the knob here, the VFO, it'll change. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm liking that as a way to use this transmitter. But now I really want to debug it. So the problem I'm having with it is, and I'm going to flip the phone back over. Oh, I guess I was showing you frequency upside down. Sorry. Let's do that again. Yeah, there's the frequency, and I can rotate this and change it. Anyway, I'm so happy with this, I can jump over the moon. It's just great to have this thing like this, to know where it's transmitting, having this old radio. People say, yeah, buy a 7300 and that would be the solution, but I'm back in 1958 with this thing, and I guess I'm getting some help from the future, from the 90s or something, whenever that counter was made. But I love the big LEDs on it. And I think it's, yeah, look at that. It says megahertz, kilohertz, hertz. How do you like that? That thing is the cat's meow. Okay. So if I transmit on the middle band here, it tends to work. Drive is up pretty good. Let's do a peak on it. Peak in the power. That counter ought to pick up when the power picks up. Let's drive it. Okay, this middle band is not working. Are we on the middle band? Yeah, we are. It's not working at all. Drive is maxed. Okay, there it goes. Tuning. Dip it. 100 watts coming out. Back it off. Okay, so yeah, the counter is catching it. Okay, so there's a counter, 24.8. Okay, 28.829. I guess that could be reasonable. Change the frequency a bit here. Yep, I guess that's pretty good. Okay, anyway, that's nice. I'm liking that, and I can figure out where I am now. Okay, so the trouble we're having here is this radio is parasitic still, this transmitter. So, transmitter off on the 27 megahertz band, even though I can't transmit there. I want it to work right, so there's 27 megahertz there. If I take the drive all the way down, and I know I'm upside down, I'm sorry. Okay, drive all the way down. It's all the way down, transmit. So what you'll find is when something's parasitic, you'll still resonate. So if I have the drive all the way down now and I see how that works, there's still power coming out. And the meter here will go up, of course, with plate current. See that? But when you're parasitic, you can't dip it. It'll increase with the parasitic crap. And it's really pulling some plate current there too. Anyway, maybe this frequency counter will be useful to see what's going on. So, since I'm going parasitic, what are we oscillating at here? And that's where a frequency counter might be handy. So first I'm going to try the drive tune here. It's showing 21, 23. It's jumping around. Let's increase the plate here. Okay, there's a lot of it's saying 29.55, which is strange. Okay. 29.55, and I'm on 27 band. What if I move the VFO? Yeah, that changes it, I think. Yeah, it does change it, so. Is it tracking the same way as the VFO? So the VFO goes down in frequency this way, and it goes up this way. Okay, so if I crank this down, let's see if it'll go down in frequency. This stuff matters because sometimes things mix in a weird way. Going down, aha, look at that. So when I go down in frequency, it goes up. So that gives you a clue on the parasitic right there. You see how I'm going down in frequency and this is going up. So that's bad. Going down and we're increasing. That gives you a clue right there about something mixing funny. Something mixing funny on what band mixes like that, right? So that gives you a clue right there. All right, well, that's all I can figure out for now, but sorry about the dogs. But the counter has been interesting. Boy, he's really barking at something out there. So now if I transmit again, I'm on 29.85. And if I increase the frequency here, with the BFO, this is decreasing. So I got to figure out why it's doing this and kill the parasitic or the mix or whatever. Maybe it's wired wrong, I don't know, but it's really screwed up. Okay, it's going down big time. So something here is really miswired or whacked out. All right, well, that's my little video. I guess I gotta check the wiring on this baby. That's what you get when you get a Heathkit, right? But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this thing. Well, let's check the band on let's check the frequency counter on different bands now. We could start off on 80 meters here, all the way over like that, and we're kind of dialed in the middle here now, and try to transmit on there. Drive a little bit up, transmit, tune this for a little bit of power. There's some power. Go for a dip. Whoa, that looks squirrely. Okay, there's some power there. And it's saying 3.85, which is right for 80 meters. Can get about 150 watts out. Yeah, that's a lot of power. This thing is really cranking now. So there's my frequency on 80 meters. Let's go to 40. Oh, 40's broken. I gotta fix 40. There's 20. Give it some drive, give it some tune. Go for some plate or some just output here. Tune this for some output. There we go. Tune this. Peak it, peak it. Okay, there we go. And that's not showing up on the counter, is it? Let's crank the power. That sure isn't showing up on the counter at all, which is interesting. So I wonder if 20 meters is screwed up. Let's see. 100 watts of something. It's not coming across on the counter at all. That could be all screwed up too. That could be a clue. Okay, so on 20 meters, I don't have any reasonable output at all. At least as far as the counter cares, it's garbage. Complete garbage. So we'll say 20 meters is kaput. Didn't know that. Is that 20? Yeah, it is. Okay, so 20 doesn't work, I guess. How about 15? This thing might be wired wrong. It may never have worked, who knows? Here's 15. Man, this thing is just like a time sink. Okay, 15 resonates. 15, I got a peak there. This should be 21 megahertz or so. Okay, give it a crank. Got some power coming out. Yeah, it's showing 21 here, so that's working. So 15 seems reasonable. How about, what can I get out for power? I think it'll do 100 watts on 15. It's not a great band for it, but okay, give it a crank. 75 watts on 15. Okay, let's take the load off and try it now. Whoa, yeah, that helps it. So I can crank up 100 watts on 15 like that. I'll take it. So 15 works. So the 10 meter bands, this upper one I think works fine, as we were looking at before. Turn that on, give it some drive, tune it. It's already showing it's active. 29.455 or something like that. Looks good. So I wonder if 20 and the CB band are miswired. Let's go like this. Let's turn it on. Tune this guy. There's some power. There's some power. Okay, so 28, 25, cranking out some stuff here. Give it a bit of load, I guess, on this band. A little bit of load. Get some more power out. Cook those finals. Well, 100 watts is fine. With 100 watts on 10 meters works for me. All right, so the fishy band then is this next one, the CB band. So the CB band and 20 meters don't work right. So that's a clue that those two could be interacting badly or something. I gotta look at the wiring. Trace all the wiring, but I am making progress on this baby, so. Yeah, I didn't know 20 meters didn't work at all. It certainly doesn't work. I almost don't believe it. Okay, there's 20 meters right there. Sorry about the upside down. I guess I could put it the other way. Hang on. There we go. I guess that's better to look at, isn't it? Okay, let's crank it on. And tune it again. So it's putting out something here. And it obeys my drive. A parasitic won't obey the drive. It obeys my drive control. And it seems that the plate, you can't usually dip a parasitic. This thing dips. I'm not sure why I can't pick it up on the counter. Counter is not picking up 20 meters. Why not? So when I crank this thing in power, it puts out stuff, but nothing comes through. It just kind of goes wild. So I don't know what I'm putting out or where. Okay, I'm on 20. I guess I could check it on the receiver and see. Anyway, that's my little video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's long.